Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In the last video, I have given you a walkthrough on your Udo project. We have discussed very important concepts of the init.py and manifest.py Python files in order to navigate through your project. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a concept called models and fields. You know, Udo uses a Python ORM platform. It has its own ORM platform. In an ORM platform, uh, the MVC concept is usually being used. No? What is MVC? MVC stands for models, views, and controllers. No? So in Udo, in order to develop our applications, we have to start with creating models. And after creating models, models are actually objects, and after which we are going to create views, and views are actually user interfaces. Controllers are actually logic behind, okay, the the models. Now, what is an Udo model and what is an Udo field? A model is a schema declaration. It's just like an SQL create command or create script that defines the structure of data and behavior associated with that data. Why do we use this? Because we want to avoid SQL. We want to make use of one language only in developing our application. In this case, we develop our schema using Python. Also, although nothing will prevent us from creating our schema in the PostgreSQL. Okay? But it makes it harder for us. No? A model is later translated into a PostgreSQL table during app installation or upgrading. So compared to other frameworks, no, you will have to undergo through a database migration process every time you are going to make modifications to your table or to your schema. In Udo, however, you don't have to do that. No? Schema modifications are automatically uh, performed during upgrading or installing of your app. When we update app list and install an app or upgrade an app. Now, an Udo model can also contain logic to retrieve or manipulate data, like conversion of date formats, no? Making computations, or even respond to a button click through an action defined by a Python function. We'll go through that in one of the sessions that we will have, no? One of the uh, tutorials that we will have in this series. Okay. Now, there are two types of Udo model fields. No? The first type is called reserved attributes or meta attributes. We distinguish them because they are prefixed with an underscore. For example, when we declare a hospital patient model like this, no, we have the first metadata called name, hospital.name. Okay, this metadata associates a model name. So therefore, we formally associate this class with a hospital.patient. Now, what is the significance of this name metadata? Now, when in Udo, we have to declare it hospital.patient, hospital being our app, and that patient being our model. Okay. Description is another metadata, and order is actually a metadata that is translated into an order by SQL when the data is retrieved. No? It's like putting an order by clause, no? When you retrieve data. Now going back to the name attribute, this the hospital name attribute actually is also used to name the PostgreSQL table that is uh, performed during installation or upgrading. However, the dot is translated into an underscore. Okay, to give you an idea, let us look at an actual example in our previous Udo app. Okay, remember we had this, we had the installation before. So let's go to our Udo. There it is, product purchase. product. Okay, there's product. Let's look at the models now. The first is product underscore product. So if you look at this, this is the 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 model. Okay, the name is product dot product, and the corresponding table in SQL is product underscore product. Okay, so that's the significance of the name attribute. Description is just a metadata that will be displayed, and then order is the default uh, SQL order by clause. Now we can also look at the in our Odoo application. We can also look at our models. Yes, there it is. Models. There's models. Okay, models. Under models, we can look for product. Okay, so there are different products. There's product that product. This is the declaration. Okay, so it's product that product in Odoo. In PostgreSQL, it's product underscore product. Okay, there's another model called product that template. This is the basic. Okay, this is the basic product which contains a description. Okay, let's try to do that in PostgreSQL. Product that template. I'll show you how these two tables associate with each other. Yes, there it is. No? The name is computer table. So there's product dot template and there's product dot product. Okay. So in Odoo it's called product dot template. In Postgres it's SQL. The dot is converted into an underscore. Okay. Let's now go back. Okay. So there are other fields that don't have underscores. They're called business fields. These are the fields that are translated into database columns. No? So these are the basic types. You have the car, which are text type, integers, which are whole numbers, floats, booleans, you know what they are, date types, and selection types. Selection types are those that we use in a combo box, and we use in a status bar widget in a Odoo dashboard. No? There can also be relational fields. We will explain this in a different video. There's a many to one to many to many, and related fields. There's also computed fields, fields that derive value from other function logic. Okay, so here's an example of the fields of business fields. Name is a default field that should be in every Odoo table. Okay, because you can use this later when you query the table and field and display it in a user interface. But if you change that from name, no, you'll have to use another function to tell Odoo that you are not using the name field, no, the basic business name field. Okay, so that's about models and fields. In the next video, I'm going to show you what relational and related fields are. And then later, I'm going to show you an example of an inherited field before we are going to start making our first model in Odoo. Bye for now, and thanks for watching this video.